Today, I'm talking about my thoughts on the Newton AT BoCo 5s after 100 miles. The marketing for these claim, or what they're projecting is, they venture beyond the pavement. Rain, snow, and hail are no for the durable, water-resistant, and breathable upper. The light and level 3mm drop in multi-directional lugs will maintain long distance, grip, and comfort on the rockiest of trails. The reason I wanted to give these a chance is that I've been really working on that forefoot strike, and with the lugs in the front, I thought that that would be something a little bit different in a trail shoe. And I found it to be definitely just that. While still do have lugs in the rear, they're just not as prevalent and nearly as deep as the front one. Overall, it is a bit firmer of a shoe, still neutral, but the front lugs do act as a rock plate with the additional depth at that point, which over my 100 miles, I have to say, I don't think at any point that I really felt any sharp rocks or roots. A couple things that I did notice about the shoe is that it has this really big rubber toe cap with another hard rubber overlay right behind it on top of the toes. I have felt a few times rubbing the top of my feet. It is a spacious toe box overall. No problems there. But I could just tell. I feel like this is a little bit of an overkill and not needed. I've taken these out probably a dozen times now, with 2 of the runs being over 20 miles. Most notably would have been my last race at Burning River that became a real mud bog. But I have done a lot of Midwest running, so hard trails, soft trails, roots, rocks, rolling hills, towpath, gravel, you name it, in these. And I've really had no issue. I can't say I've been on the rockiest technical of terrain, but for their claim, they seem to go kind of all terrain pretty well so far, except deep mud, which other than maybe a four-wheeler, I don't know what would in that case. But in softer things, the multi-directional lugs, not just the forefront ones, provided adequate protection. I had no issue whatsoever with the drainage of these. The drainage was just fine. The overall wear, if you look at it, you can see really on those front lugs, they've worn down some, but they're inside the 100 miles. There may have been close to 15 or 20 road miles in there. So I'd say that that's expected. The foam, there's not breaking down. No seams seem to be coming apart. Still just constructed really well. Just dirty at this point. I also do think that these would hold up well running in the snow, especially if maybe it's just snow on surface streets. I think that this would be a perfect shoe for it. It's not the coolest shoe overall. I mean, you do get some nice airflow, but it's not hot at the same time. When running on flat surfaces, I could really feel that act-react technology pushing me forward, and that is what Newtons are known for, and it's really after trying out the Distance 10 why I wanted to try these. So with 100 quality miles, let's talk about how I would rate the BoCo AT 5s, and we'll start with price here. At $130 for me, this is a pretty good starting point on the low end. There are cheaper or shoes on sale I would expect to be below that, but a brand new 2021 trail shoe, I think this is a really good price point. And because of that, I would give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. For fit, I would say that these did lace up very true to size. And 100 miles, I found the fit to just be spot on. I've not had any blisters, hot spots, or issues. They snugged down nicely. They stayed tied. I've never had to retie them unless I was getting a rock out of my shoe. Overall, a great fit, and I would score that 4 out of 5. When it comes to comfort, this shoe is more on the firm side, much as like you would expect a Solomon. Not very cushy, not very plush, but good ground response contact. The thing for the comfort for me was this additional welded toe cap on top of this massive rubber one as well. I would just catch my toes on longer runs starting to rub a little bit on that, and to me it was a drawback. I'm sure with Rocky training it'd give good protection, but for the Midwest running I do, it's just not needed. It's overkill. So I would give it 3 out of 5 stars. Durability. As I've already said, I would have probably taken them to the full 50 miles at Burning River had it not been for all of the rain and mud and just needing to get my feet dry. So overall, I would say they've held up really well, other than being dirty, and that's just me needing to clean them, and a little bit of wear on some of those front forefoot lugs from the road running. I can see these lasting a really long time, and I would say for durability, I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. Overall, the Newton BoCo AT score 3.8 stars for me. It's a good all-around shoe. The complaints are very minimal. I've been happy with it, especially knowing with what I was getting from the Newton brand. So as I think about now, would they still be a buy on sale, or something else? While I've really had no issues with them, and they are a fun trail shoe, I would say buy them on sale. There are a lot of other good trail shoes competing at this price point, and if you're not already in that Newton ecosystem and used to the platform, the shoe might not be right for you, and it might give you a little buyer's remorse. So if you're in a Newton, I'd say definitely go ahead and buy them. If you're new to the lineup, I'd say buy them on sale to get used to it. They are a great shoe. Thank you for watching. Have a great run, and see you on the next episode.